What up, Dark Church? Babybats Darkansaw here, man. Dark Church BD. Shit. Shit, it's another night, man. Kind of heated up the night, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna chill out. Wasn't gonna post a little minute, man, but I said, nah, I gotta get this energy out. So I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to go into different levels of this shit, man. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna start just flowing with the energy. I mean, we still gonna be structured. I'm gonna still have a little structure, man, but this shit is switching up. You know what I'm saying? The energy's changing. We already went or started this shift. Everybody keeps talking about this energy shift. It started back in, it kind of came online. Everybody was talking about it back around 2012, you know what I'm saying? Around that time, a little bit before we had, you know what I'm saying, the earlier conscious community talking about this shit too. And it's been out though, man, since the dang 60s and shit, when the shit first came out. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge of this shift change. And now we into it, man. Now, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to do this video, man, because I'm heated up. Not in a bad way. This ain't no depressing time, man. Like, we at war. It's a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be want us to believe it's about color and race and all this shit. But nah, we a little bit in a different time, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we did a lot of interracial marriages and shit. We got mixed kids and shit on the scene. Been on the scene, so you know it's wrapped up in the racism and shit like that. You still have the people who think and believe how they believe, but it ain't no shit, man. This racism shit is deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? They try to make that a coverall thing, but nah, it ain't really no. It's about love and hate, respect and disrespect, and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to break down shit, man. And people, you know, it's ignorant folks that go by your skin color and shit like that. But I don't believe that shit, man, because it's all about environment and it's all about you know what I'm saying, your place in life. You know, I done seen people switch up. You know, they'll be racist or come off racist, you know, when they around they people. But when God has put them in a situation where they gotta deal with niggas, where you end up locked up with a motherfucker, you have to you forced to spend time with a motherfucker, man, regardless of their color or anything like that, where you can see the differences, where you can deal with it, and then that shit'll switch up. So, you know what I'm saying? I think the racism shit is luxury. You know what I'm saying? It's luxury shit. You know what I'm saying? You got some people practice racism. As far as true racism is systematic shit. You know what I'm saying? How the system is lined up to make one group of people suffer. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the exceptions, the people that's a different color than you that really don't fuck with their own people, and they're considered outcasts. And those are the ones that end up being your angels in disguise, because they'll come in, they already don't shun by their own people. Like, you got different kinds of folk, and we're gonna talk about it. We got different kind of white folks, man. Like I said, I can deal with a redneck, a country boy, or whatever, motherfucking, motherfucking redneck, beer drinking, motherfucker just want to go to work, take care of his family, you know what I'm saying, and mind his motherfucking business. I can deal with that. I can deal with the, you know what I'm saying, even the hood white boys, you know what I'm saying, they come in, learn our culture and shit, blend in with us and move just as good as a nigga can. I can deal with that shit, man. But these uppity motherfuckers who into the shit so much that these motherfuckers, it makes them, they feed off the shit. And it makes them demonic, or I ain't gonna say demonic, but it makes them evil as far as like, they like that power of being, to feel like they on top of shit, and they'll go in, and you see the racist system that we in, and it's people that keep that shit going. And see, man, the thing is, I'm on some different shit. I ain't on no sad shit and, it's the end of the world and the government, nigga, fuck all of that shit. See, y'all, man, over the years, we've forgotten a lot of the shit we learned. And, you know what I'm saying? We didn't had a lot of shit happen. But how the system works, it's all about distraction. All about all day distraction, all day long. Let's keep these motherfuckers distracted. So let's put out smartphones and put out distraction shit and keep a motherfucker distracted. And then the way it works, as far as using people to distract other people, shit, they got all these motherfuckers, man, so-called crazy folk. And a lot of them ain't crazy. A lot of them be agents. And you can be an agent and don't even know it. Or don't give a fuck that you an agent, long as you in some kind of position to where you can benefit off of people suffering and knowledgeable about how to do it. That's, to me, that's an agent. Now, you have different kind of agents though. I think this is me because I'm so outside the box, and you gotta be outside the box. You gotta motherfucking be outside the box of this shit, man. You gotta go, like Bobby was saying, and some of the other folks I listen to, you gotta go so far outside the norm of your regular mindset. You have to pretty much do like what happened to me. You have to pretty much go insane to be sane in this world. Because if you looking at the world like how it presents itself, and then try to go out there and, we all have these dreams, but then you have dreams that they put in your head, so-called American dream and all this bullshit, and come to find out, it'd be a whole lie that they didn't lie to you about, man. Like when a kid find out that, damn, the Tooth Fairy don't exist, and kid find out Santa Claus don't exist, and then they find out that these motherfuckers wearing these suits and in these buildings with the crosses on them and shit. And you find out they ain't the angels that they present to put themselves out to be. And it never was, because we don't look at shit how it really is. We'll let shit happen, events and shit that'll happen. And then you got people that'll cover the events, via the media, the news, and all this fake shit. And motherfuckers they didn't turn everything, industrialize everything. As far as the news, this shit came about probably about a little bit after the 90s, man. The media really took over, man. A lot of bullshit came out online. And that's all you gotta do, man. Like, if you're feeling lost, All you gotta do is go stop for a minute and give yourself time to go back in your mind a few years back. Start going backwards and charting down everything that went down that got you to this point. Start remembering all the shit that we went through, man, all kinds of shit that we forget about because once we survive and make it through some hard shit, these motherfuckers come out with something else to distract everybody and get everybody off this shit. The shit that we just came off of, because that's what's finna happen. The shutdown ain't over yet. And we paying attention, we calling it a shutdown. And these motherfuckers already have shit set up, events, and they do shit around events. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that's when you know it's some dirty shit that's been going on, that they trying to stay on top of. And they didn't, the thing that's going down is we in wartime, and they ain't talking about physical war. I mean, physical war gonna be here whenever you have misunderstandings that get out of control and get into physicality. But the big thing, when you have greedy motherfuckers who do shit behind the scenes and hide behind these titles, these statuses, and all this shit, and ain't none of that shit about nothing. A lot of this shit is in our head. A lot of this shit has been put in us. You know, it's the imagination of the thing that gives it the power. Because once you walk, it's like an example, man, walking through a dark ass forest. You know what I'm saying? Before you get into the forest, when you see it from the outside, that's when all the fear comes. As you approach it, all this shit pop in your head. Damn, what if I get in this bitch and it's dark and animals and all this shit is in your mind. So when they can play with the shit through the media, through social media, through all this shit that they use to keep you in fear, and it's all in your head, that's the biggest battleground. That's what we call spiritual warfare, spiritual, spiraling. Either you're gonna spiral up or you're gonna spiral down. Either you're gonna spiral in control or you're gonna spiral out of control. That's the autonomy of spiritual. You have is spiral. You know what I'm saying? Are you going in the up direction, elevating, or are you spiraling down? You spiraling in control or you spiraling out of control? When your spirits is up, you feel better physically. When your spirits is down, you feel dragged down physically. So that's what we mean by spiritual warfare. It starts somewhere in the psyche. They plant it in your mind. They plant it in the air, and it's a theme they put out. They put out these things, and when I say they, I mean you. Fuck this they shit. I mean you, the ones who involved in this shit. The ones who programmed by it, the ones who running the program. I mean, your ass. Ain't no they. See, man, when this English shit, man, that's what I love about my culture, the black culture, and or the hood culture, because we develop through your shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we got inside our spirit, the sunlight that locks this energy in us, that allows us to have our melanin. And I ain't talking about just no black man. Different people got melanin. We just got the higher count. When I'm talking about melanin, it's deeper shit. When you talk about alchemy and different kind of work, chaos magic, all of that is condensed energy and condensed matter. And that's what we have in our system as black or dark people, or even some of my white brothers or whatever. Y'all have a lower counts of melanin, but what we talking about is condensed sunlight. Alchemy is a study, from what I understand, true alchemy is a study of melanin. When you get into the esoteric part of it, study of melanin. Melanin is such a mystic thing that they never figured it out. Once they tried to figure it out, they tried to use it against us back when they had the Tuskegee Airmen, and they thought they had the melanin down. They thought they figured out a way they studied our shit and tried to disease us, tried to, give us disease and tried to wipe us off the planet so many times. And the shit, it won't work, because when you're dealing with a god or the god people or the whatever you call the shit,